was one agent change, right? It was Raze for Gecko, and that made a lot of sense. Here, though, I think the comp switch is one agent again, but it's KJ for Gecko, and that is not the same sort of thing that it's not a one-for-one swap up, right? You're missing a whole anchor. And while Loud did win their map against Fnatic on Lotus in the grand final, the only map that we saw out of Loud on this map, it wasn't necessarily super clean. You saw a lot of ideas there and a lot of challenges. So let's go ahead and see.
Okay, MIBR on defense, Loud on attack. They start this off, they insta Dizzy all the way up. And then they go through. The smoke blocks that, but honestly it probably goes above the smoke.
They've crossed teed out and they tried to trap him, but look at the cascade falling back. That nade
yeah, they went for a bit of a crunch. They went for a, oh my goodness. Does that reach? No, that's so unlucky. They've done good damage with people on the right, but the heal on Pistol is unbelievable.
Almost was a perfect cascade.
Yeah, so all the damage they did only gets reduced to 22 damage.
Falls first.
Damn, what a crazy way to start this off. While this is all going on, we get a lurk over towards here. The alarm bot is there, so we don't have to do anything, but in terms of this, it's just early inflow from most of these angles.
Worry about as less creeping forward. They should be able to get the spike down. Wingman getting another. I mean, we're really all just Wingman fans here. Let's be honest. Now it gets to the hard part, though. Can Loud keep MIBR back, given the numbers advantage that the defensive side has, the utility that they have to work with, too? It's going to be difficult, but
keep an eye on Aspas.
Rotating across the middle of
the
map.
Lark and Jet on the go.
The alarm bot is not planted for this.
Boy.
Aspas is going to find a free kill, isn't he?
Oh boy. How many does he?
It's so free. Oh, it's so free!
Nicely done. Nicely done. Just instantly got on it. They took their time, just made sure that everyone got on the right position. And then when he got on it, everyone just held their positions like out wide, so no one could confidently swing onto it at all. So yeah, they actually handled this very, very well. Even though Aspas, I mean, even if he got both of the kills there, it doesn't change anything. Sreegen, thank you so much, dude. Sreegen, 4 months of the Slug Club, appreciate it.
And so, with that information, they go for the flash through waterfall. They go for the player.
You do get an orb though. What, are you trying to balance him? I don't think Kekko's broken. So I don't think it needs to. I don't think it needs to change.
Early flash. I mean, look at that Viper wall. Adam Muri's, it's so deep.
Okay, so they go for the.
Interesting.
They go for the. Oh, it's like the Fnatic, but with the additional bit on. Who was doing this? Was it like TSM or someone in NA Challenges? I can't remember. Someone in NA was doing this where it has this additional bit here.
Consider their utilization of that wall, given how they played around Mound in the previous.
Navi was doing it too.
Think about this though, like one flash and all of a sudden
someone in NA Challenges did it. Well, at least that's where I saw it first. Was NA Challenges, unless they did a lock-in.
1 minute and 40 seconds that you get.
Either way, we'll just call it Navi wall. Why not? Because this is like Fnatic going just a bit further. Also, you can lurk out with it at the beginning, so that's nice.
With the flash over the top out of JCZ, but we'll see what that harbor utility can do. It's sectioned off a section of the site.
In terms of how they're approaching this, heavy rifles. Oh my goodness, they actually have 4 rifles. So every kill that Loud get at the moment is massive in terms of the econ.
Considering it, but also considering the factor that they could fall back towards A.
Perfect positioning out of JCZ at a spot where the flash will not hit him.
One more,
and the
2 bullets.
1-2 punch of JCZ and Muri's are just too much.
You have to clip too with the 2 bullets.
Toxins coming up.
Yo, guys, chill. Let him get it.
Yeah, they kind of don't want any extra death to happen. There is a gun down, so there's an upgrade for this. Yeah, that's actually a massive kill.
Less finding one. Poor guy's just trying to get the spike down, man.
I know.
Does want to die, though.
Oh, can he get any other guns out of their hands? No.
Clean.
Okay.
So I mentioned a lot about that wall and how you're trying to find value out of it, but also it's just the anti-eco, so not the biggest of deals. You could go for a little bit more gimmicky stuff and ones that could end up.
Bonus round slightly worse. We have ult if he wants to use it, if he wants to get like a Spectre or something. Or, yep. Oh, okay.
So let's see if he swaps it up.
We're going for the judge, changed it in the end.
Most common one that you're seeing is the one that covers both.
Right, big round for Loud. Let's see what default they got. They're just doing the straight up Dizzy again.
Just covering B and allows them to actually cross, use it kind of like a harbor wall.
They are.
There's the first Dizzy, straight up.
Insta
From
wall,
Sadak that we've
straight
seen
up Dizzy,
the
but I
entire
guess
time.
checks
think on this
everywhere
map, he had
here.
a lot more opportunities to do that. With that 4K that Muri's just got, he's got his Viper Spit too, so very difficult to get in that C side.
And if they try to go B, you're going to have to get through all of the Killjoy utility that's set up.
My only piece. Please, Sadak,
So when
do
they
not
wanna
send
go,
Wingman
do they
to
use
die
all
in these
three?
volleys.
Does he have that in him?
Oh.
Popped one of them, so actually, Wingman could get through.
Yeah, they didn't use
They
everything.
did
They
not
also
like what
didn't
they
go
saw there
far
with
enough
that
to see the
Trailblazer,
alarm
not at
bot.
all.
Now people are doing this
Okay,
and
Sadak
moving them a
1
little
point
bit
away from
further
having
back,
Thrash
so
to
you
work
pretty
with
much
as well.
will get detected if you just hit the sides here, because it's harder for you
There's
to
that
hear
forward.
it and
He's
hear
gonna
it
farm.
blow
He's gonna
up.
get
So
this
this
orb
is
and
nice.
use the Thrash. That's
We'll kind of
exactly
keep an
his
eye on
plan.
how much they get from the alarm bot, because it's not the
Second
best comp
utilization
for
busy in this
destroying
round,
that
and
stuff.
perhaps more to come. Thrash should be online
Got
here.
Molly. Fish goes in after
Has
getting
the
all
pulse for
three of
just a
these
moment.
orbs.
He wasn't able to bring it back. Wasn't able to boomerang the.
Oh, what a good.
Oh, but he's flashed. He's goofed. He can't see a thing.
Amazing.
They're getting a
And
good
Wingman
amount for the flash, though.
Find success again.
Jeez. These guys hit so hard.
Last player standing.
Yeah, and there's just not much out of MIBR this round. And note again, this was their bonus, so.
And he made noise now. He's stuck here.
Damn, okay. Nicely
is a
done.
huge
Might be an
win.
armor rebuy, but at least
For Loud,
two.
remember, they pivoted
And then a
so
gun
much. And
rebuy.
also such a good
Big
idea
round for
from Sadak
MIBR.
there,
Was just a bonus on
recognizing-
this one.
I think he got
They
all
did
three
use a
orbs
win to
there.
it as well.
I think he might have gotten all 3 orbs.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was
Yeah, he did
surprised
get
that
all
he was
three.
as close as he was to having Thrash.
I have to give props as well to Tuiz there. That cascade that came through and blocked the vision from the tree player, blocked the vision from the Dizzy. He does not know where he's going to have to pre-aim to fight that. And then also, when the cascade gets through him, he has players to deal with. So he's
Do they
instant
insta omen
ooped.
flash this, or no? He's got one way. He's got one way lined up, right?
Oh, there's that deep Viper wall again. I mean, MIBR seemed
TP
very
up top.
intent on fighting Mound.
Oh, I
but
did not
RGL,
hear it with the sounds.
Great
Nice
position.
flash.
Flash
Just
spins
missed
around
one,
for
but
another.
oh
Double
my!
Triple dips his way through. And he gets them all.
I thought he had it. I thought he had the
Yeah.
yes.
But you've got heat you're going to have to deal with.
Nicely
Clean
handled.
round from MIBR.
Really
flank coming
nicely
too.
handled. Less comp buy and that's it at
And
the
that's off
moment.
of
So
them
we're gonna
taking
see a
early
weird
spaces
decision in
rounds
terms
and
of this
going
buy
back for the
round.
first round.
Yep. Yeah,
We're
you can point
gonna
out the wall immediately.
just. Oh, okay. No, we have knives. This is gonna be a normal round. Everyone can buy.
That TP from RGL, very
Gonna just
aggressive,
drop one
but
over.
is one of the key things that you have to pay attention to on Lotus. Nade, TP, one way being thrown, flash as well. Such a good angle.
Yeah, the thing too about that though, Ball.
Man, he must want to win this game so
against
badly.
A team like Cloud, you're not going to catch them
Like
with
he
something
must
like that
be
yet.
pumped.
Right? Like there's no way you're not
win this.
expecting the Omen CP into that spot.
Sure, but I'm surprised they even.
Dude,
oh, hold on. Big engagement
it's
here.
always
Mound.
getting- it's
Again,
always
Alphonse
getting
is going
people.
forward with the knives in the space that that cascade gives. Clears out everything.
But it's just not nearly as intentional as MIBR had done previously. There was just one
Oh my
there
goodness.
this time.
Dog to get in as well. Dubra's coming
Man's
into
going.
plant.
Oh, he's by himself.
Well,
No! And the crowd is pissed. And I am too.
he got the molly kill.
They got revenge. And don't
Wow.
worry,
Okay.
Wingman will rise again.
Second time's a charm. He's able to pick up the orb. Yeah, he's just gonna do it himself this time.
They might
Either way,
want to save onto this. It's not ideal because everyone
That grove is
survives,
super
but
interesting that they threw. They
two
threw it on the
people can't
ground,
buy.
And he can actually uncrouch and peek.
right?
Right there. This is up top.
Oh, that's
spot.
very aggressive.
Oh, but it didn't spot the one
Nice
on the
bait.
other side. He's in such a good place for
Wow,
it.
I only get one for that.
Oh,
RGL? He's gotten two.
he knows the flank.
Oh,
No way. He's gotten it down to
There's a
1v1. Tuiz is so healthy though. There's not
wow, Tweez
top
actually
time
played that
here
in the
either.
open. Kind of crazy, but
And well played by Tuiz. He just stands in the open.
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't
Knowing
expecting it, so I
he's
doubt he
pressured
was.
by
as
time, knowing
strong.
that he's going to actually not use proper crosshair placement all the way through. He's trying to get to the spike
Yeah, they're
fast so
gonna have
he
to
can
eco on that
in
one.
turn pressure him with his time.
They did good damage though.
Well done. Explosive start
Judge.
here from both
Are they
sides. I think
forcing? They got a
RGL
judge
has
and an
stepped
extra
up
rifle.
quite a lot. Don't replay that. Don't replay that.
I mean, RGL almost put together.
Thrash is online again already.
That's two in a
Do a
row.
little
from him, too.
counter. What do you reckon they're going for? 4?
Talk about feeling himself.
4
We're
and a
into the
half's
round
pretty
here.
legit.
Already gone deep here. He all the way up. He's got the judge.
Yeah, monster on the loose.
Shark on the other
Okay,
side.
there he
they're gonna
goes
be
out.
the-
It's the second
Already the high
time.
tide to cover both sides. We have one player close. They spotted him. Detained. and traded.
The ult
Last waiting
the
for
ult
the
is
flank to
strong.
come around,
Like
and
the
this time
ult
they've
is
got
insanely
security
strong.
detail for him. Meanwhile, the showstopper used on the other side. Les falls. Spike planted as he finds comfort in the confines of the cove.
Bomb buddy out.
How do they choose to go about this one?
That was
They
interesting.
did
too.
decide to low buy this
They
one,
actually
so
read the fact that they were going to re-clear him
the fact that it's
all the way
doable
back up that
is
B lane.
Note here, the panel's already cleared
Yeah,
out, so MIBR
nice
should
take
be
the
able to find
space,
some
yeah.
space here. But
Dude,
oh my goodness, that harbor
still
utility
has
is gorgeous.
dog.
Understanding where the point of weakness could have been.
they basically use
and they're just ahead of
the
it.
Talk about
the fish as an
aggressive, man.
extra dog.
You think of a Viper who gets their wall and their orb in the same spot and how annoying it is to wait that out, and then the mollies too. You have that twice with the Harbor too. 2 cascades and a high tide. There's no chance if you're all coming from the same spot that you're going to be able to break through.
I want to keep a close eye on this too, because as we continue to talk about mound control, we saw this Viper wall that you see on your minimap right now
Yep.
in the previous round with a cascade on the left side.
Yep.
And they never went that way. So you're starting to see some of these mind games, a little bit of conditioning that Loud are trying to
2
threaten
back
around,
on this as
"Hey,
well?
We're going to fight for this space. This isn't free for
We're
you."
on for 4
Well,
ults.
remember the round just prior, they did the exact
That's the
same
goal.
thing.
4
and
ults,
Aspas
I
went with
think.
knives over top.
Let's see. Are they just gonna do their loop again?
And we're going to see the exact same thing once again. That flash gets caught on the wall, but he's way ahead of it.
He finds one, but Loud just punched
Yeah.
back, man.
Holy hell.
It's important that battle he escapes. Aspas is going for him though.
Yeah, Aspas is
RGL,
Aspas
who's
is
been very
relentless
good,
at
and
the
he had some
moment.
heroic moments on Split.
He's just cleared so much information, by the way. With his wall, FRZ on the other side knows that Aspas did not get in with that dash early.
Oh,
Reckoning coming in. So much. Dizzy
Wow.
on top.
This is just chaos.
they're
on an
definitely
already
getting
tight site.
Wingman play.
the most
In the
flashes
cove.
I've seen. Like they've got
What
the
are we up
dizzy
to at this
down.
point?
That's 6.
Now the pit too. You mentioned it earlier, Ball. It's just oppression, man. It's so oppressive. It's so suffocating.
Frustrating to play against.
How do you find a way in? If MIBR are going to make a run at this, they're going to have to do it very soon. They're going to have to pull the trigger. You see Muri's on the other side of the wall. Now taps it. They try
done.
pouncing, and Aspas is ready.
Enemy remaining.
Aspas
Oh my
gets three, and he's hunting for the 4th. So he's potentially. Oh my gosh! Yeah, he's still nasty.
What a fun game. So far in Lotus 2, you're seeing the tactics go up against each other. And it is super interesting. RGL there TPing off, buying a lot of time. Loud could have hit him. Aspas wanted to. This push up the left side of Mound for the defense. Incredibly smart, given the way that they're actually approaching that. The Cascade is a double-edged sword sometimes when you go for it. Because it also blocks the path that the defense can take. So they can
Yeah,
get
see.
in unexpected positions
Propose
as well.
comp. Maybe just type it. Again, this Omen flash,
It's just so much utility invested.
so
man.
strong. Just doing it from here. Can't be beaten.
So early in the round.
Make sure you
too.
run with it.
Oh wow, that Dizzy is actually kind of short. They could definitely be on the backside of Rebel with that.
I think it was
They do
intended
the
to clear
dizzy
out
over the
teleport
wall
from a couple
itself.
rounds.
Yes.
I
yes,
wonder
absolutely.
it's actually kind of strong if I think
Lucky
about this
County
properly.
finds Trailblazers gonna spot one up in heaven.
Wait, that's actually kind of
Yeah,
broken.
Wingman looking for another. No cope this time.
Get it down. 5v5 retake with very, very minimal weaponry on the side of MIBR.
They do have some key
Let's wait for this
ultimates,
round.
though.
I just want
That
to.
could be the difference.
I kind of want to try something on the server at one point. Then maybe they're going for there, but I'm not entirely sure.
Just when you think you get through one, there's another wall there. This one made of water. He's repositioning. He hasn't given up an inch. He has not cleared the space that he's trying to hold. Meanwhile, Aspas on the side falls. They overwhelm Tui's. Now the Mosh Pit buys some space out with the spam through the smoke. It's free. It's a gift. JZZ.
Vulnerable.
Yeah.
Enemy remaining.
Okay, so you know how I've talked about the Viper wall, and I think it's the same with the Harbor wall, but I'm not fully
Gotten away there.
sure. that it's like this on the server, but then there's like an additional top, and it's like client side, right? So it goes up and down. But in terms of what the minimap sees, it sees you when you're showing from the bottom of this. Okay, maybe I should draw this a little bit better. It's more like this, right? So this is varied depending on the wall. I'm pretty sure it's the same on the harbor wall, but it can be at its peak and the person will come from the radar, but you can't see them. In theory, if the Dizzy is here at the same level as this, it would shoot you through it no matter what. So you could get flashed and you never see it, because it would always do it from the bottom where the server sees you. So surely it's just incredibly strong. Oh, maybe I'm fully wrong.
Won't be the case for long, but you're right, still in play here. Timeout called.
I'm not sure.
You see Loud still looking, I mean, pretty comfortable. He's back, having a good time.
Aspas is the definition of comfortable when he's in these timeouts.
Maybe.
I guess Fraud's voice just puts him...
It's just soothing.
Just leans him back. Look at him. I wish I could be that chill in the middle of a competitive match. It's iconic with him at this point.
You know, out of this time out here, it'd be interesting to see what MIBR do to adjust. Again, the last 4 rounds going in favor of Loud. This is a gun
minus
tit for tat for
Loud
a little bit here.
plus
It seemed
Chamber.
Like it was going to be competitive. It seemed like MIBR had some
You
different
lose
things
a little bit
prepared.
too much. The Chamber's good as a reliant to be able to. The Jet adds a lot on the attack in my mind, just as a sum up for you to dash through things.
Aspas with knives.
His theory of like comp is you could never counter it going through smokes, and I just think you can, but you need Astra. Or there'll be something else.
And that scares me a little bit.
Maybe.
If they do choose
Okay,
to
we
actually
get the
hit
third
towards B,
crash
pivot
on the line.
fast back towards C, because that
So
lockdown on towards B is really
that's pretty
difficult
good
to
at the
actually
moment.
break in Waterfall.
Kind of on for 4
You
if
have
they
to
use it
push
and it's
into
going to get
Waterfall
some
to break it.
They're sending him
damage
out there
down
by
with this
himself.
over
It's
one.
actually
Nice though,
Utility
yeah.
who's being able to provide so much of the cover, and Aspas follows. He falls as he spots so many more on the
The
other
Dubra
side.
actually just sent it all the way
Wingman
around
once
the
again
plant.
finding success.
Okay. Now MIBR rotates all out. They actually leave FRZ alone to ult in Waterfall. He's not going to, because of how dangerous that would be. He's going to use it in spawn instead. That's what I was talking about. You have to pivot it out of Waterfall because of how easy it is to mosh pit. From inside
Yeah,
the
the
side,
Hopper
but
wall
Loud's
does it
already
too.
off. They don't want to actually even try to break it, just a lot of utility.
Yeah, the spam's just
They're
going to
so
be too much for
comfortable
this one.
playing from this area.
All pushing here.
Lockdown not cleared. Utility still littering.
Damn.
As RGL does it
Nothing
again.
miss. Not enough time, right? Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, nicely done.
Close, but again, success. And I want
Yeah,
to
that
go
was
back to what
impressive.
we were talking about earlier, because RGL has been a bright spot.
Oh, he's a monster right now. On Omen as well. 10 and 7. I just love the call here from Yura, the IGL of MIBR, to push this, knowing that, okay, if they're not fighting for the lockdown, they must be playing all their utility that they have.
Yeah.
Which is less is double mollies, which is Sadaks, Mosh. There's not much more than that, though.
Dude, I love that RGL still took the time to
They got a
spray the
strong
ground
defensive comp
and
in
go
theory.
for the reviews. Again, you see the value of the wall from Harbor. You see the spam coming through. Spike landed once more. Is he trying to satchel away? And JZZ swings around at just the right time to bail him out.
Great movement. This might be the first time we've seen Loud eco outside of when they've lost the pistol early in this game.
Really cool cascade. I mean, look at it, just sectioning off all the entry points into B.
Great flash.
But how much will it find?
Yeah, this is
No,
nice.
all of it. It's less than this 1v5.
MIBR look really good though at the
It's not
moment.
happening.
This gets their economy flowing. They're buying for the rest of this
We're
half and
approaching
the
the tail
last
end
2
of
rounds,
this
so
first
that's a
half,
really
and
important round for them.
We're still tied up here on Lotus. And this is not a map where I can super speculate about what sidedness it is, because we're playing so many different comps on this map. There's so much variability in what teams are bringing to the table. And we still get even something newer in this case. Sonic, though, is struggling a lot more than he was on Split. This utility is much harder. You see he's not comboing the same way that he was with the Wingman and the Dizzy to actually find value.
It's so much more exploratory.
Yeah. It's kind of falling in the same pitfall that if you've watched the EMEA games that Na'Vi fell into on this map, where they're using
gonna
a
get
lot
the
for
fourth
that
ult
plan.
online. For sure.
Oh, he's in the...
Oh, look at this lockout.
He heard that TP for sure, too.
Surely.
The orb is getting cheated. Oh, that's
Well
beautiful.
played.
Damn, nicely done.
They get the spike down even though Heat was
Okay,
on top
they-
of it. They might be able to pressure with the defuse early.
I like them
Yeah, there was
using
an
this
early
to
tap.
block off vision now.
I've got your trail.
Seekers used, Amir's just gonna use the pit. Tui's doesn't have the reckoning to
I
counter
mean, this
here.
is a nightmare for Loud.
They barely have anything, honestly, and they can't get close to this and spam without getting hit by the decay. Oh, 1
Yeah, but
HP.
they also haven't even gotten on the tap. Miri's swinging forward.
It's
It's gonna go all the way.
ult here was
that is
just so
brutal.
good.
Viper
It
spin
spreads
there.
so
That's
deep
also
in these
the
areas.
second round in a row that we've seen Loud try to find success B, and they just can't weather the
Last
chaos.
Sure.
round in the
I
half.
think that one is definitely more decisive given the pistols that Loud had in the last round.
Okay, they get
This one,
fish with one
A
ult.
great idea. They even had the flank. I didn't see this kill from JZZ getting the stun from the Trailblazer. Oh, Aspa's getting a little bit of his own medicine there. He got tracked by an updraft just on audio alone by JZZ. Well done. And this is MIBR in the lead, heading into potentially a 2-round lead in the second half.
We see the same setup towards Mound. Also note, Tui's has his reckoning, and he used it last time he had it. He used it to fight through C. Very well may end up in the same place. As walls of every kind
I don't think
section
he's
off
winning the
this area of
second map. I guess EG, but at the same time, it's like maybe these new
Quiet
kids
here.
are unreal.
Is Les
But
making sure there's no one waiting on the other
I
side?
would have
of
to
the
guess
rotating
EG.
door? No, dude,
I've
they
heard
have
that
Les
Jake
in-
guy
in
is
such
pretty
a
legit,
unique
yeah.
spot, especially off of tapping that door twice.
Yeah. The taps really give a lot of misinformation about what's happening.
Rash is ready.
And they've been farming
Okay,
these for Sadak,
fish in
but
this one.
most of the time so far they've been getting broken.
Fish and
With 50
harbor
seconds
ult.
left.
I mean, that's a
I
nice
actually
combo.
really like pivoting back over
The
towards
fish and the
C
harbor ult's a nice combo, for sure.
late after the door info. So the flash just got used on B.
Like, this should be
Even
a
though they know
nightmare.
that they were outside of B 1 round prior as well.
It's going to be explosive. The reckoning used.
Detain broken.
And they're getting so much info, but can the volley keep them back? Once again, Wingman falls. Remembers as well. He tried to
Dude,
find something, but no
the
less able to
crowd
keep them
are the
back.
most vocal if Wingman plants or gets
Seeker
killed.
should provide some more info here.
They're gonna swing fast behind them on water.
Hit landed too.
Whoa, I actually thought he was going to get both there. Keep an eye on time.
Can let's win this 1v2.
10 seconds left.
Big flash. He has to actually find this
7
plan.
rounds or so,
He's
a
got
really
to-
good
he's
He's gonna
half.
say, oh,
He's got time. He's
No
full
way.
call and collected.
Yeah,
He's able to
fine.
get the kill, but he's not going to get the plan. He's not going to get the spike down.
Yep.
And that will be a round for
MIBR look
MIBR.
pretty good on this.
a bit of a risk there for JZZ though to actually
Switching
leave.
sides.
Loud
Give
got
him that kill.
4 ults as well.
Might not have come
4
in.
ults out.
And then
on
if
this
that was a 1v1 with the spike planted down, that would have been a pit for him to deal back with.
It's so
Great
easy to
response
kill
from MIBR.
Gecko
We're
ult.
gonna throw
I
it
think
down
that's
to
a,
Smix, who's
trust me,
standing
that's a
by
good
with
thing.
another interview at halftime.
Like, that's a good thing. The fact that it can
Thank you very
tank
much,
and
Doug
op is
and Boss.
enough.
Sitting here with Tarek, of course, but with a new guest today. I'm here with Disguised Toast. It is amazing to see the owner of DSG in the house. Toast, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
You sound very excited as well. I'm noticing you're wearing a Loud jersey. Is that you repping for Loud for this match in particular or for the entire season?
For the entire season, I'm a big Loud fanboy.
All right, Tarek, I know you're over here repping Sentinels, but we saw how yesterday went when a friend of yours sat next to you and they were definitely
Nice skin,
rooting
thank you,
for
dude.
another team. Your team came out on top. How do you think things will go out today?
Yeah, I was definitely sad for Nate Shaw. He was going through it, but you know, he's been doing this for a long time, so he's felt the pain of a loss before. Today, Loud's been playing great, to be honest. I think my curse is lifted. Toast, thank you for taking it away from me.
You seem like you disagree with that statement.
I disagree heavily. I think 90% of the time the team Tarek cheers for ends up losing.
You know, I will say this as someone who's watched quite a bit of co-streams between you two. I have to stand with by Toast on this one. I feel like there's like this weird trend going on where, and then you have to do the thing where you flip, you know, whether you cheer for them or you poop on them.
I know the jinx factor is like feels super real. I'm trying
You
to
what
act
on
like
them?
it's not there, but every day I wake up, I realize that maybe I'm the problem, and you know, I tell myself, you know, it's not you, bro. You got this.
All right. Really quick question for you, Toast. Yesterday, I saw you make a tweet that got quite a bit of engagement. Can you confirm, was that an April Fool's joke, or can we look forward to something?
Well, we just happened. I mean, we made the tweet on April Fool's, and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's all he has to say. For now, thank you very much. We'll check in with you guys in a bit.
Well, that basically
Look at Zealous, man, just trying to get in there. I saw him at the end.
Nah, he's a master of deception.
Okay, well, Ye's
He
joining
says so
DSG
much
then.
without saying
He's
anything.
disguised for a reason.
It kind of makes sense. I actually said that if someone wants
so
to sign him
lost
for like
now.
a 6-month contract, it
Anyways,
makes
let's get
sense.
back into this game.
So maybe they do it.
MIBR is in
But
the lead right
gonna be
now
expensive.
in the second map.
Yeah, but bro, Wingman. Can we talk about Wingman? 67% success rate. That's pretty good.
because yeah, the transfer season's over, like off. It's done now. So
Am I hearing that right?
if he wants to be playing, it's a good move for him
Currently chanting, "Let's
to
go,
keep
Wingman."
playing.
Which again reminds me, we need to start selling Wingman plushies.
Oh, for
Maybe
sure.
a good
You know
move
what
for
we're
him.
waiting
I'm not
for?
sure.
Yeah, I'll get on it
Good
actually.
move if he wants money.
I'll start a little side hustle. You guys
Okay,
in?
MIBR now on attack, Loud on defense.
I got you.
Dude, MIBR
I got
very
you.
much in
They don't
position. If
chill.
they can win this pistol as well, they're rolling heavily.
MIBR on the attacking
Like
side to kick off the
heavily.
second half. And
In
yeah,
terms of
we've
the
gone through about
defense, we
40
just
seconds.
have
They haven't
normal
really gone
wall
very far.
and just a heavy shutdown of B, and just a
Pivoting
full
all around the
retake
map.
ready to do on
Not
A.
collecting an
So
orb, not really focused on that on
potentially
this pistol.
planned, potentially gone
Trying to
over
find a
their
site,
retake
and I think
loads.
they've
We'll see
chosen
what it's like.
correctly given the mini map right now. Nobody on that side.
Yeah, but it's misdirection.
Ooh,
again.
he just saw the turret get pulled back. But that is misdirection.
Fast, spotting heat. Once again, the duelist duel goes in favor of Cloud.
And remember, the Des was talking about how it's 3-0 for Aspas on split. But this is what I'm talking about, the misdirection. That turret gets pulled
30
back. You really
seconds
don't
left.
know exactly what. And Lotus rotated all the way more towards C.
I tell you what, in terms of Aspas,
And it will
feels
be an
like
A plan
he's
coming in.
getting, he's really finding that level
They do
at the
eventually
moment.
end there. Better late than never. JCC with the spike down.
Never overstaying
Number
his
still in favor
welcome.
of Loud.
Knows when to fall back. Knows when to send it.
Trailblazers' timing was just so crazy. It could have gotten so much info, but he gets nothing. Les finding one. JCC trying to drop them as they drop out of heaven. No, not able to do so. RGL overwhelmed as well.
Well,
Just too
nicely
much.
done. Dubra defusing.
Dude, I love how Sanak is a man of the people, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
You get a wingman, you get a Gecko on your team, and you got home field advantage.
Right.
It's like they're
You're
back
the
in
fan
Brazil.
favorite, yeah. Huge kill out from Aspas, though. Again, finding that opening pick onto Heat. So much of the engage, so much of the go gone.
No, he has no buyout. He has no buyout. It's just if you want to pay his salary.
Lad with a gun advantage here. See, they were reconsidering how they wanted to approach this. Deep harbor wall, too. Not too different from what we saw at Viper in the previous half.
Yeah, but this one is, refreshable, so they could always fall back after this. They're gonna jump through it. That is
Oh my.
That
That
was an
didn't
idea.
that didn't look convincing.
That was an
Not
idea.
that was one
super
of the ideas
not super convincing that
of all
one.
time.
That was one of them.
Both
That's
happy
so
and not
tough, though,
happy.
too,
Thank
man,
you so
'cause
much,
as
dude.
much as we say, like, well, that didn't work out.
Sugetsu or
You've got
less?
pistols,
Ooh,
right?
interesting.
Like, the only real play there is try to overwhelm.
Or just not do that.
I don't
or
know,
just not
really.
go and go somewhere else. Given the amount of time they spent on the pistol,
Maybe
like the entire round.
Can I do
you
it
know,
per-
maybe take a
per
little bit more
agent?
patience. I don't know. I think
Sugetsu on-
for MIBR, you're
Sugetsu on
thinking,
Cypher,
okay,
less
if they
on
throw this
everything
wall,
else.
Sometimes they're not going to be there.
Right.
So if we go for a jump through and they're not there, then we all of a sudden have a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Because that's how they were playing that Viper wall. Sometimes they were playing up on it, and sometimes they were playing way far back and just hoping that they don't push that wall. I think that
keep them
is a
quiet.
good idea against lesser teams. Not a team like Loud.
Oh, again, this is going to be explosive. A cacophonous chorus of utility through A.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I think there's something with these walls in this thing, man. People are getting flashed and it's not on the screen.
On the opposite side of the map.
You talk about like the amount of utility that you need to take A there. For MIBR on that defensive side, you saw a nade, you saw a paranoia come through. For Loud, they really don't have much. They just have vision blockers and maybe the Mosh coming as well from Sadak. But that's definitely not enough when you have two players who can not only dive past.
Yeah, so I really think there might be something with that.
But also you
I'm
have
not
the counter
entirely sure.
utility from MIBR
I need to
as
see where
well.
they're throwing the flash, but
2 shoulder spotted. Les has to throw it in reverse. As MIBR, they continue to hang around. You expect there are instances in which we see, all right, Loud's going to pull away here, but
It's less poking. He's just trying to find any sort of kill. Thought he was considering a ninja. MIBR has been doing a really good job hanging on to this lead.
it's a nice round from them. They only lose one. Right, let's tune into this one.
Control on Lotus.
I still,
this time even losing
I want
the
to see
pistol,
this wall,
immediately responded
and I
with
want to see this dizzy.
the anti-bonus win. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. The flash is just not enough to stop them. And then they get the vulnerable off as well.
And I think you make a really good point about the ability to get past the vision blockers. You saw it there from Heat. He was in a position just early enough to be able to get that pick.
Yeah, and I think MIBR after
Yeah.
that round recognizing, okay,
I
let's
wanted
go
to
for
see,
this
I wanted to
even
see one of the
further.
depths,
They're gonna do it again.
not the.
And on the other side of the map, they're doing that
Not the
C high
thing.
tide.
Because look how
That
big
lasts a long time for
this
them.
all
They
is.
might push through with a flash, and that could give them huge
Like, the
advantage
lowest point
against
of this is actually kind of
FRC
low
alone on
from
that
where
side
it
of
is.
the map.
Wait, this is
Well,
a
this is
strong
interesting here.
push.
No ults for Loud,
And
but
they're
they do have an
probably
optimal
going
pass
to
pass
be
right
doing
across
this a
the middle
lot of the
map.
They're getting
time.
pinched in. Tuiz has
Ah,
got the
nice
kill on the
fake
flank.
flash on top of this.
Now
He
has a
turned and they
showstopper to
triple
work with
swing.
too.
This was cool.
And instead of pushing in towards the site, he's going to take the scene
They
ground.
take so much map
He's
control
going to go
though.
aggressive, and you see the ping on the minimap. They know that is a weak spot. What's the go button? What's the trigger? They wait just on the other side of utility.
Plant, they
They've
got a
given
molly for
far
this.
too much time for Loud to actually
Is there a
rotate
molly
off
for
of
this?
this.
This one
They
might
have
be
to knock
doable,
the
especially
flank,
as
but to go
Heat
all the
has
way
a
back,
nade
that's a
that
lot
just
of
got
time.
used
Oh, that's
and
so
an
big.
ult.
The Trailblazer finds so much info now.
Hill comes up.
Not only that, but
Okay,
also
Heat
pushes
has a
Heat
satchel
off
and
of
an
the
ult.
crunch point.
Might be huge.
Scaling forward with Harbor Utility, Sadak makes his way up
Nice spam.
just to his death.
This showstopper, though, is key.
Nice
He's been
flash.
holding on to it up until now. Now he goes Heat, not spotting a single target.
Oh, the Seekers are going to pressure him, too. He's maybe not going to be able to use this.
Of course, as you say, that Colin
Extra
team
kill, he
falls.
gets
One more
nade
kill
and
and
it's
an
done.
They've gotten the space, but they still aren't really able to get to the defuse. They've been able to push them off, but it's going to have to happen.
Nick.
That's so
Oh, I
big.
just need it. Don't get out, please.
Heat with a massive
I'm
kill.
fully
Can
wrong.
Aspas
Please don't get it
away
out.
and keep the
Nicely
up?
done.
No chance. He's dead to the spike no matter what.
Nice round. Good
What a
decision
round
making
from
from him
MIBR.
in this crazy
I
round.
thought the time
That
was going
forces
to be an
them down
issue
to
there,
another
but They
eco.
still hold on.
It might be
The
our
way
fully
he
in
took the
control now
stairs,
still.
Took the fight in the stairs. That's so much for Loud to actually have to work back through, even though they were rotating way too late there.
I mean, and for MIBR, I mean, you even think about Heat's ult and how he had to just sit on it for a good half of that time bar.
Yeah.
They played such a delicate dance on being pushed off of the site, but still having spam angle, still being able to navigate the utility before them. That just really felt
Loud's
like, well,
Haven good?
ultimately it did go
It's good
MIBR's
enough to
way.
beat
That was nice
MIBR's.
edge the whole time.
You also take away the ability to be decisive, though, from
In my
Loud, right?
mind.
They can't push in anymore. right?
Maybe
Because
they improved it. They had a good demo
of
to
the
go back
showstopper
on.
being out, and that
I'm being a bit
so
harsh.
much time away
I
from
hated
the
what
clock.
I
You can
saw
tell, like,
from
even after,
MIBR.
they didn't really
A
have
lot of
good
their
idea
stuff was
who
wrong,
supposed to
but
be
it might have
jumping
been
on the
nerfs.
defuse,
So
because they wanted to have been in that position already.
they could have looked. They could have looked back at it and improved
I think
everything.
the choice to go for that C aggression definitely comes back to haunt them.
Oh yeah, trust me, we've seen MIBRs.
Timeout called from Loudon. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, I want to say that's the first one they've called all series.
Yeah, actually could be.
Yeah, they haven't
Split was
really
so
had
They
dominant.
to do
perma
this,
ban. Oh
yeah.
really? They used to perma ban it test.
Starting to feel some of the pressure on
So
Lotus.
then they must have a comp to
from
that.
done, though. Two-round lead
They're
for
playing
MIBR.
Gek on every map, aren't
And if
they?
this map is any indication of how things have gone, you'd think that Loud will be able to tie us back up again, but
Yeah.
we'll see a broken bye out for the defensive side.
They've been less momentum based here. They're going to go for the same thing, and running straight
What
up
is
here.
Gecko's win percentage?
Once
It's
again,
relatively
chaos.
low.
Everyone's here.
But no one's
except
used
for
it
the two
anywhere near
flankers.
as good as what we saw in Split.
Oh, wait a second.
They're doing it this time around, but RGL still
I
in a
also
really good
don't
spot. And again,
think
the gun
that
difference
it's been that
could
good
be
on this map.
Everything, but Kalanzine drops him.
And he's going to fall
Damn.
back to his other teammate,
Damn,
FRZ.
This is actually really big
this
here.
was
I know he's
this
weak
was
and he's
pure
by
madness,
himself,
by the
but
way.
FRZ
Again,
and
9.
JZZ are not
Why do we keep getting
much
9
better
people
off.
jewels
But
over
look at
towards
the
it?
space
Every
that
team
FRZ
wants
is
to do the
taking.
same
There's no
thing.
way. Kalanzine has to slow down at some point, and it's going to be way after FRZ hears
Oh no,
him.
nothing's as
5
bad as
HP.
Heretics' pile that we
He's
saw.
got a weapon.
Nothing's
What
that
can he
bad.
do? They're so weak, but his knife is out. FRZ cutting him off before
Okay,
any
nicely
sort of
handled on that
antics
one.
take place.
And I think you're comfortable to go for that because you know he's going to go for a gun. And you know the last position he was before JZZ actually runs away from that fight. So well done from FRZ, recognizing, okay, they went for full aggro on A. But that's the key for MIBR right there. In that specific fight, Loud has had no answer so far to it. Because they're either playing a very passive setup on A or pushing in with they just don't have the same tools that MIBR do.
It might just have been an off day,
There we go.
Lighty, because
A high
the
tide to
coach said they've
kind
been
of
doing good in pracs, and then it was just a
obscure
massive
exactly
off
what's
day,
going on.
which
I think is a lot more
might be true.
clean of an approach rather than fighting straight up.
So I guess we'll see.
There's still Ospas against RGL. Tight angle for RGL.
I think a bit of both. Jolly. It looks like a mix.
Will Ospas go for more? It doesn't look like it.
It didn't feel too bad on attack.
Satisfied to sit patiently with the space.
This is a nice round at the moment. They have so much info with this. The problem is this. I don't know. I just think playing no Sentinel on this map
Meanwhile, it
is
seems like MIBR are a bit indecisive on how they want to play
playing.
this as well.
It's just playing on hard
He's
mode.
taking a decent amount of space. Once again, a high tide in his face.
Kinda split through the broken door. It looks like no. He wants to actually lurk. Mosh denies the actual hit, and you're right.
Blinded.
Indecisive indeed. He's behind that high tide. Oh my goodness.
You see him?
He has found
Yeah,
such
ping
a
there.
good
Saw
timing.
his foot.
Split second, and they have no idea.
30
Oh,
seconds.
and Sadak's gonna
Hang on,
own
look
him.
at Sadak. Galaxy Brain Sadak finds the kill onto Heat. Unreal. Kalanzine overwhelmed.
Nice pivot.
That's
Keep an
alright.
eye on
What do they do here? They have
Aspas.
so
He
much
has
space
heard
in
this.
B.
He smokes it off.
Are they gonna try to
Aspas
rotate
has a
back?
chance
Yeah,
to
they
get
are,
behind
but
them all,
13
but they
seconds
are
left.
going to
Aspas
pivot
smoked
over
the
towards
turret
B.
too.
So he might have
And
just
that
made
could
the
actually probably
perfect
gonna go
move,
down
but
soon, given FRZ's
they're
position.
going to expect it because he could
This
have come
lurks all
from
over
here.
the place right now.
Okay, what can these
and I think
do
that's
in
part
its
of the
own
problem
fall?
is I think you've overcooked this a bit too much. You've taken so much space that it's going to be really hard to keep track of where your weak spots are. And even that cascade suggests the high tide, excuse me. Aspas is in a really good spot here, and you're not expecting that.
Okay.
It really felt like MIBR maybe like overthought this round.
Now, once Sadak is watching that flank,
They got a little bit unlucky.
in
I
from
just
B.
think whoever this was,
and also once they try to
whoever the
commit towards
person
that B
in
side,
tree, like whoever that
it's
was,
tough
did
to actually
incredible.
Find the right space and time
Got it?
to go for those lurks, and then FRZ getting way deep in waterfall. I think you want to take that space no matter what. If they're
His
giving
comes
it to
in,
you, you
it
got
is
to.
incredible. He did everything.
It's not even necessarily a risk. It's just a gift.
He just got all the info.
But in
Just
this case,
gave
yeah,
him,
you're right. It
gave him
definitely
everything.
cost them. They're all split up way too much, overextended. Nice angle over top of what could be going thrown out. That orb to help them cross. MIBR giving up on that A presence. Not wanting to spend too much to get across.
MIBR have a choice here. They can choose to use utility to clear that high tide, or they just wait it out. Now as the wall goes down, they can use the Trailblazer, see if anyone has crept up behind it.
Here.
I'm pretty sure Muri's, that was from the opposite side of the map. That Molly.
Yeah,
to
don't want to get
challenge
that. Saving it for the
where Heat's
Killjoy.
crosshair currently is.
And they do have this
So
though
that
for the
comes late,
Killjoy
too.
ult.
They're considering where
And
Ospas
it
could be.
should honestly
And
be
that
the
is
easiest
one of those
lineup ever.
angles. They've done a good job clearing up to Mound. Now they execute.
So Killjoy's going to come in.
It's an unconventional one.
Are we
but
gonna place it in
why
the
they wanna
corner?
come
Does
to
it
the
get
side is
mollied?
Muri's. He's got his Viper's Pit. If they get on the site and they get that down, the
Wait.
retake becomes
Oh.
exponentially harder.
Oh, okay.
FRZ was 1 point away from
Oh.
getting...
Ooh.
30 seconds.
They draw out the Reckoning, and then they're going to rotate away.
Oh.
Cascade is coming in to help Kawanzin on this one. Tui is spraying through it. They're all low.
Welcome to my
The paranoia, the pit, and the utility, and yeah, they've slowly made their way forward, but once again, this feels labored.
spike planted.
Yeah, they kind of wrecked. They
Spike
kind of
finally
wrecked with the
going down, and perhaps
HP.
This is a moment in which they can find some comfort and find some rest and control. You hear the ult go through as a couple of kills get traded back and forth. MIBR still playing in their pit as Loud tries to find some space.
The stun on the pit.
Oh, nice.
The
Save
Viper
kill.
could have gone down there.
Oh, he gets the ult with
Here,
that.
the remaining members of MIBR are weak.
Yeah, to use the lockdown though, that will solidify this round deep in
Yeah,
Waterfall.
yeah,
No way
that
you push
secures
back
it.
into the pit.
What a mad round.
He's gonna get detained. Oh!
Surely he doesn't have enough time to do this.
No,
right?
not even close.
Remaining.
He got a kill.
Is ready.
It's getting an
FRG's
extra on
literally
that.
just left.
What a chaotic round.
Yeah, what a wild
great
round.
call. They got
I mean,
the
they did
reckoning out of it
the
instantly
overall
pivoted.
idea was pretty cool. They
And I
go
wonder,
into
I
here,
can't
they
help but
bait
wonder
out
if that
the
was
ult,
the
they go
plan
back in
from
towards
the
B.
beginning.
They got
Feint,
slightly,
hit onto C to
I don't know
draw
if it's
that
slightly
reckoning out
unlucky or
because,
lucky.
again,
I
you
guess
think about that
lucky
ult.
because
In
they won the
CC is
round,
already
but this
so
guy
tight
did
and
so much
uncomfortable to
damage
navigate around
spamming this
Reckoning
area.
just introduces chaos on that site. So perhaps it was
The round
intentional
was
to draw it
sick
out,
though.
and
Like the
then we
actual
pull off,
overall
or if
plan
that
to
was
bait
their,
this and even go
like,
in
yellow
and then
light
go
to,
fully
let's
out.
rethink this.
Yeah. I think it could have been both. I definitely think that's in MIBR's calling capacity for sure.
Okay, important round
think
for
in this
Loud.
case-
Their money's in the bin after this, so if they can't win
They'll
this,
take either,
most likely
right? They'll take
MIBR's
either getting
man.
on a C if they don't ult. You got this site. Or they'll pivot off if they spend an ult. No way you're going to push into it though.
Go get him.
So you think actually the way that Loud played that, maybe if they delay that reckoning slightly, all of a sudden you get them in the site and you're retaking
Yeah,
at the same time.
It was a quick trigger finger on that one. Felt like it was almost instant.
Just trying to tap
Lotus
it,
has had
see if
really good
anything's going to
ideas with his
reactively
Viper's Pit.
happen
Remember the split
after
round where he fell back
nothing.
into the
Flash goes
spawn
out
and
over towards
used his pit
here.
from there for the retake.
Yeah, it's weird because you see like
Looks
a
he's doing
crisscross, so
something
this
very
is like a
similar
little
where he's jump
segment
spotting
that
the
they're
throw
flashing
molly and then
into.
falling back. So he can use it pit for the rest of his team to come into. But once again, MIBR is doing such a great job keeping Loud spread thin.
Raise? Nah. Well,
Fainting with this door.
not from your
High
and
tide just
Satchel
gets pulled
stuff,
off.
but
I mean, the molly too, even.
There's the molly, hopefully. Oh, he gets stunned.
Eats through.
He's-
And then
Oh,
the
wow.
paranoia too, but he still gets one!
how on
Either
earth
way,
they
it was
go
just
on?
too
Dude,
much of
MIBR look really good in
They
this map.
overwhelm
This
Sadak,
duel
and they push
is
their way forward, not satisfied with the
everything.
space they've taken. They want
Absolutely
more.
everything. Got Razor into this one as well.
FRZ is dead. That turret
They
not a
need
factor.
an-
Aspat's
they need
coming
a hero.
fast in the flank.
That's the only way they win.
3v2 here. Heat has ult. Aspas has to find a perfect timing. And I think he's going to be able to get through this undetected. They're not looking at him. He's going to go unchecked. He's going to go unchecked.
Oh,
Now a 2v2.
Here's
He's
the
going to
hero.
do a 1v1 and blades are in play. Aspas.
There's no flash.
No shot.
Half.
No
oh, hey,
shot.
respect,
Not
man.
like
Respect.
this. Forget about the blades. Aspas just sticks to the fuse. What a gutsy call.
RGL was so fearful
Jesus.
of what Aspas could do through that smoke after he taps that he fell all the way back. And he doesn't even have the room to be jiggling at that point. They planted deep for it, spawn. They knew they wanted to push early. That is just so unfortunate as well. The smoke too.
As if he goes in and gets the kill after as well. I like watching his reactions.
Sadak's
they're good.
wondering, what was that? What is he doing? That could have just gotten Loud back into this map.
Yeah, I don't
Definitely
know.
within
Panic a
striking
bit with the
distance, and
smoke.
now MIBR on a broken buy. They're all flashed up too.
He was
Aspas
the
showing
main
patience.
person that I was questioning with the B protocols and
Well, for
Haven
good
as
reason.
well.
If they're just going to walk into your crosshair like that, why not? Baited into swinging around. It's actually Tui's who dies.
Look at that,
That,
juggle.
that
Look
bait,
at
that's going to
Kelsey
work
gets
so
the
well.
guns
That's
away
baited
from
them.
them.
Not a chance to check it. Oh, he just ruined it all.
Aspas in a really good spot.
Aspas must have been like, I was so good for
Wingman too.
all of
Good
the kills
combo,
here.
Aspas.
3 for him.
He's gonna
4
get him anyway.
for him. Go get it.
Crowd wants it.
Gets 2 bullets, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, still only 2. Les takes it away.
Okay, nicely
Loud
done.
gets
It's
to
getting
10
pretty close
nonetheless.
now. Money's
And
good
this
though,
was a
so that was
concern,
the
Volley. You
sneaker.
mentioned it. Off of that defuse, MIBR are broken. This could be their window. And
Good
they
amount of
storm right
ults
through it.
though.
Massive
Omen ult's pretty
anti-eco.
legit on this map as well.
And I think this B main control from Loud is going to be a key against what MIBR, who is pivoting more towards favoring C-side. If they control that B door, all of a sudden you don't have that pivot idea.
Crowd is pretty
that we
good. I
saw
think they got
with
the
Reckoning
sound a
landing early
little
in the
bit
round.
better. I feel like we hear them a lot more today.
You have much more limited options when you commit down mound. Back towards A though, this is definitely what has been working for MIBR, why they are in the lead.
Or maybe they're just
Loud have
louder.
other ideas now. Look, 4 players put around this broken door.
But no early challenge, too. I think that's the key.
Walking through the wall, Flash is gonna come. Oh!
And the Dizzy. Oh, but RGL still gets one.
Damn,
Sonic training back.
the
There's a
pop
showstopper.
flash and then the
Heat looking to
dizzy
take
on
space,
top,
but
so
there's
if they
many walls, they can't see a
re-swing,
dang
then they
thing.
get stunned anyway. That's so nice.
Gecko utility again, finding value.
Aspas left alone. See if MIBR can actually snuff
Hey, that's
this out.
cool.
All the utility from Sadak gone too, except for the Mosh. And look how concerned Tui's is about that A-Link flood into B.
Yeah,
he
I
already
think
put down a
they-
cascade. He recognizes
I
that, but
think
he's
they just
also
got
going
the
to start
sound a bit
going and
better,
hunting
though.
for information of his own. They're walking that way.
Yeah, as we can see, this is the perfect call. This has just
Smoke's
been
now
left for
coming out
too
of
long.
mid
They
as
have
well.
no sentinels. They have no idea where they could be. Right? They're
Wow,
just
doesn't
watching
hear
anywhere.
this
They're
either.
even watching spawn.
They're not committing to it.
No, they're still second guessing what they want to do. You got to be careful here if you're RGL. You're the one who has to spike.
Damn, that's
He's
they
able to get one.
allowed to
Aspas
take that
waiting on the
all day.
5 seconds, it's Aspas.
He's got to be able to hold the line. No. 3 for RGL.
They might not expect
The
harder
side
here.
open. What can Tui's do? With 18 seconds left, he finds Heat. Both remaining members are weak. Clean
Holy hell,
shots out of
this
Miri
was-
to keep him in the round.
Came down to so many
Les has
duels.
Pit.
He had
And can he
double molly
navigate
as
this
well.
He's going to walk. What?
Of course he is.
Oh my goodness.
Who would expect that? He's gonna pit. Things equalize the molly to buy some space, to buy some time. To challenge a bold swing out. Ult there. That's one big kill. He's seen him. He spotted him. He heard him. The spam's through. Nothing landing
He's going
yet.
for more.
There's not enough time there
Okay,
either.
that one was crazy to watch.
Miri's with a huge hold.
Match point.
I've never seen a more closer representation of a player
2
playing
chances
Viper there.
to win this one.
Exactly like a snake, just hunting straight through. Could have been a chance for less in the 1v2. Tui's as well, almost fighting back. If he stays alive in that situation, you could think of a moment where Les
What was
gets
to
that
cancel
pit
the
down
ult?
and you have 2
It's actually
players.
just, I
Snake
mean,
bite
yeah,
to
it's
keep him
a
back
weird
on the
one
defuse
actually.
pressures.
Which we
It's
almost
like he's
saw.
just on the ult to check the spike
I mean, that's
itself.
exactly how he played it. Once he got through the wall, put the
Then-
pit down, molly to keep things back.
I guess he did it outside just, so it wasn't too bad.
Loud once again calling a timeout as MIBR.
It didn't feel,
bad
it
point.
wouldn't have felt comfortable though. I agree.
A winnable one that perhaps slips away. And MIBR, I mean, you got to give it to them, right? After getting slapped around on map 1 to show signs of life, to keep the series
Yeah, they're doing
interesting.
some cool stuff with the Gecko.
It takes grit.
I think it has a lot of potential in this comp. I think there's some nice stuff you can do, and we're seeing
Challenging
them
the
do
Kings of
some of it.
Brazil.
They're like flash over with the sky,
And
and
putting
then
them
the
to the
dizzy
test on the
follows
second
it
map.
up.
The first one
So like
definitely
you
was
dodge the flash and
a
then
stomp.
you reface, and then it just shoots you.
But MIBR has
Okay,
the
that's really
luxury
cool.
of not experimenting
I
here.
think
where
they're doing
Wild
something with the top of the wall. I'm not entirely sure. I saw something over towards here that
are
made me
doing
think
just
about
that.
it. Obviously, the hit that they were doing on split is
What kind
sick.
of position are allowed in here? They've got light armor on a couple of members, 2 ults in Sadak and 2Es, but they don't have much for guns.
Right, 2 chances in terms of this. They get a.
Two stingers in the Sheriff
it's
is
bad. It's really bad.
horrible
I'm not gonna sugarcoat
economically.
it. It's awful.
So they have to have cooked something up
They got
in
some
that
ults
timeout.
though that aren't awful.
The ults have to be the difference maker. They're gonna go into the strongest part of Loud's defense. 3 members close by.
Seek them out.
Is that their go button? Yes, it is. Heat satchels through. Aspas waiting on the other side, and he called with utility out.
Reckoning
Wait,
is actually pushing
the
them back.
ult
The shark.
hit 2 of them, yeah.
Louder doing this. Trying to
Oh, Oh my goodness.
All the utility. And MIBR, at least for now, have been unsuccessful.
Oh, that's holy hell. Okay, one more chance.
Talk about cooking.
Yeah, they
Talk about giving the
dumped
coaches an opportunity
everything
to
on
talk
them.
their teams.
A huge dump.
Bazooka a chance to close out against his former teammates.
But I don't understand what gave Heat the confidence to think that there wasn't anything back there.
Dude,
Caught there with
that cat
utility
thing
out.
is just the best
Just
one.
seems like a huge mistake.
What is this? What did it say with
I think a lot of it is preempting
Just tough.
the ults that were available there for Loud.
Oh, that's cold.
We might actually be talking about another map before we get to the next series, but this one is so close right now. MIBR have another chance. They're calling a timeout. Once again, giving Bazooka the opportunity to try to read against his former IGL, against Sadak, who he was with for so long in both 2020, actually 3 years, 2020, 2021, and the championship year for Loud in 2023.
Yeah, for this being a first-time dance between these two squads on the VCT America stage, there's a ton of history between the two of them. So many moments shared. Look at the buy for MIBR.
Callan, thank you so much.
shoddy.
Callan, appreciate it.
Aspas has a judge. He's going to have blades, too.
Deadly combination.
Plus 10, by the way. Very pedestrian out from Aspas.
How many months? 7 months, dude. Thank you for that. Okay, here we go. This
Same
is
by
it.
wall. We've seen a few times the blades instantly used.
Uh-oh.
Remember what I was
Oh,
talking
dear
about
God.
this B main presence being so important? That's clearing all the way behind the box, so Aspas able to just dodge and not give up the fact of what
Yeah,
weapon
did
he
push
has
him
in
up
his
a little
hands.
bit.
And you wouldn't necessarily expect this either, right?
Who are they giving that ult to?
That was FRZ, that orb.
FRZ, okay, lockdown is what they're trying to go for.
They're still, they're still far distance away. Even if they get the second, they still need to find a third.
Are they going for all
You
3?
can use it in post plan.
Damn, they're going for all 3. Surely they're keeping on top of this.
Or 1 minute left.
Tell me
or
someone's
you could go
pressing
pivot
tab.
and get the third. We've seen this already. Last half, we had Sidak go for all 3.
Wait.
They're putting all of the
Yeah, they've done
eggs
it.
in
Someone
this
press tab.
lockdown
The calls
basket.
come in. They're pinging it. Oh,
But the
boy.
position that they're going to be left in late in this is towards A. The lockdown, not the greatest here. You can't really find one that goes all the way up into drop, all the way up into heaven.
Is Les going to spam?
It's also worth mentioning, Loud haven't invested a lot of utility here. 2 is still full.
Oh, they tried to have a
Aspas
punish around it.
went
They
for a
tried
lot
to
there.
spam
I like that
25
idea, though. They
HP.
recognize
That's
they're
so
going for the ults. They
unlucky.
get in the tree
Oh,
to use
goes
it.
in.
This is massive. Oh, is it
waited out?
spammable?
Oh. Maybe close, but not the case.
Molly?
They're going to wait on the other side of it. And they haven't, they're just now attempting to get the spike down.
High
Yeah,
priority
they
coming
just-
through
they
Cascade
just
as
went
well. They're
really
pushing
late because
really
they were
fast.
scared of a
Huge
hero
kill from
play.
Heat, but 2E's behind enemy lines. He's sneaking his way forward, and once again, he's in a spot where they may not check him. And he's going to get 2. No, only 1. Kalantin and Sadak. Another insane. Another
dude,
insanely
bro, man.
unlikely situation. Now Sadak left in this 1v3 against 2 pistols and a rifle and
Okay,
no,
nicely done.
not
Nicely
able
done from
to
MIBR.
MIBR
I
take us to
liked the
Haven.
idea for Loud. They got a little bit unlucky. 25 HP was kind of all that came down to. Spam was just a little bit to the right.
Huge win. A very necessary one. If it continued to look like a stop for Loud
Okay,
after map
big
1,
question here. I mean,
a lot
2
of
big
people
questions
would have
because
been talking. MIBR was
was it
very,
Paliberman?
very
I'm pretty sure it was Paliberman. Said
conscious of the way
that
that
they
the
haven't
Lock-in
been playing
loss
Haven.
to Talon. Made them
As
look
in
to their
Loud haven't
fans.
been playing Haven. So first time that we're going to see them play
Disappointed about not
Haven,
being able to
really.
show more, but here they just did.
And-
Here they just took down
It was you,
the
it was you
runners-up at
Desp? Sorry,
Lock-in.
man. Desp said it.
in one map.
And then
And we talk about an interesting
MIBR's
series now
Haven.
because we go to Haven,
Okay,
you just mentioned it.
I didn't like their Haven,
Haven
but
was
in
Loud's
terms of
permaban at Lock-in.
watching
map they
it
didn't
and
play
being
throughout
able
the
to
entire
fix
tournament.
everything,
I mean,
It
it
was a map that
it's,
they avoided
you can do it in
specifically.
10 minutes
I didn't mention that
easily.
at all, but thank you for
So
giving me the credit. I'll take it.
in theory, they should have been able to fix it. They just
But it
needed
does
to
make for
talk
an
over
interesting
some
third
stuff.
map.
That's it.
And I I mean, I would love to just be able to watch that last round again
there's a
to
lot to
kind of
keep
see
an eye on.
what it was that Loud were trying to do, because much like we saw in the second to last round, it was gun advantage, right? Like they should have been able to close that out, and it felt like they weren't able to execute. Either way, Haven just on the other side of this
Mate,
break.
I
We're
watched him
going the
again, but
distance,
I
and
have
you're
no
not
idea,
gonna
Freddie. I
wanna
can't
miss it.
remember that far
Stay
back.
tuned. We'll be right back.
I remember some stuff that stands out, other stuff I have no idea.